So I'm gonna start off with prepping the lids. I'm using Laying Low by MAC paint pot. Just apply it all over your eye, up to your eyebrows. Star Powders by Makeup Forever. This one. Okay, I think I did a haul video on this like a few weeks back. So I'm gonna apply my highlight color first. I'm actually using a matte color. I'm using Vanilla. So apply it to your highest part of your arc and then just blend it downwards. So I'm going to start off with the orange color first. Now it's always good to apply loose powder below your under eye just so that you don't get any fallouts. Now this color is pretty strong and when using loose powder, what I normally do is, because you normally have a lot of color that already comes onto the sifter here like that, right? So what I'm going to do is pick up just a large amount with my brush and drop it into the casing. So you don't really, you need about this much, maybe less than that, you don't need too much. So start off, always dab off the excess. Start off by patting. I'm going to just lightly dab this at the inner corners. So I'm going to apply it about maybe halfway, close to 3/4. And what I'm going to do is, right now it's just on my lid, I'm going to apply it slightly high into the crease. I prefer using a flat brush because I'm able to like draw on the shape that I want. Okay, just a little bit high into the crease, not too high. So what I meant by drawing it on was I'm using this edge of the brush and kind of just drawing on the shape that I want. Okay, now what I want to do next is to blend the harsh line. Okay, so I'm gonna actually use a different highlight color. This one is by Shu Uemura. I'm using this color. This is a very nice white color. It's actually got a bit of gold yellow undertones to it. So I'm using a fluffy brush just like that. This is another brandless brush. I can't remember where I got it from. So I'm going to just pick up a little bit of color, just a little bit, and kind of want to blend the area, so just go in circles. It's okay if the orange fades away, you can always touch up on it later on. So I'm just basically going in circles along the edge of the orange. Okay, now next I'm going to go for a fuchsia color, just like that. Pick up some, you can either use pink, hot pink, fuchsia, purple, whatever, it's fine. And I'm going to add it to the outer corners here. Just pack the color on and higher up into the crease. For the highlight brush again, just kind of want to blend out this area so it doesn't get too harsh. For the outer corners, I'm going to use a darker color. You can either use black, or if black's a little bit too harsh, you can use maybe a deep maroon. For me, normally when doing pink smoky eyes, purple smoky eyes, the best color I like to use for the outer corners would be this is Sketch by MAC. Don't know if you can see that, the last shade here. It's a very deep maroon color, close to black but not so much, so it appears very nicely on when blended with pinks and purples. So I'm going to take that and I'm using the 226. This is the new one that I talked about previously. I like it a lot. It's really easy to define the outer corners. So I'm just taking a little bit, and you basically want to just draw on the C and then blend it out from there. So C, like that. Restrict this to just the outer corners because you want to create a bit of a depth. I'm just blending out the outer corners, making it a little bit more softer. It doesn't really matter the color fades, you can either touch up on it or you can leave it as it is. So I've done my top lash lining already, and I'm going to apply my mascara. A little bit. The this is the Pen Ultimate. I get a lot of questions asking what eyeliner I use. This is MAC's Pen Ultimate. You can get it at most shops, most MAC counters. And then from below, try to connect it. And what I do normally is to smoke it out, I just apply a very thin amount to about maybe 3/4 to halfway through. I use my finger and I just lightly blend it. It smudges a little bit so it gives a slight smoky effect. Then what I'm going to do is apply more of the colors that I applied previously, the Sketch, the deep maroon color. So just take a little bit using the pencil brush and just want to apply a little bit to the outer corners here. Okay, and then I'm gonna fill in my waterline. Again, I'm using the pencil by Stage Cosmetics, my absolute favorite when it comes to pencil liners. It's waterproof and smudge proof and it's just fantastic. So just apply it to your waterline. Again, I'm not applying fully, just about halfway to 3/4. And then what I'm going to do next is apply a bit of glitter. This one is the Reflex Very Pink by MAC. I'm going to use a small flat brush, just something like this. And then spray a little bit of Fix Spray, just to dampen the brush a little bit. And then take the glitter as to just my lower lash line here. Okay, I'm using a lip liner by Stage. This is a very light pink color. It's called Pretty Peony. So just line your lips. And for the lip color, I'm actually going to use the Coastal Scents palette, right? And I'm just going to get one of the pinks, mix it up a little bit. To tone down the pink a little bit, because you know I'm not really a fan of strong lip colors, I'm using this lip gloss by Sephora. So that's it. Pretty simple actually. Yeah. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about my makeup giveaway. Basically, it's only open to my subscribers, so you have to subscribe, and it doesn't matter if you're in Singapore or anywhere else, anywhere in the world, you are eligible to take part. Now what you have to do is basically you have to recreate one of my makeup looks from my previous videos. You have to submit a video, you need to take photos of yourself throughout, so it doesn't matter which look you do, just basically you have to, number one, be a subscriber. Number two, you have to submit photos of you in the process of the makeup. That means when you first started, how it looks, and then as you slowly go on towards the end of the look. Also very important, you have to let me know which video of mine you're recreating. Copy the title of the video and put it into the video that you are doing. And all entries have to be in by September 15th. Price wise, I will be doing another video next week to let you know what the prizes you can win, and it's some pretty fancy prizes. So once again, thank you so much for all your support and all the best in the contest. Take care guys.